today I'm going to show you how to make Mexican pizza. In this recipe we need refried beans, and you could take them from a can, but since they're unhealthy we are going to be making them from scratch. Here are the ingredients we are using for the refried beans. First of all, we have half a teaspoon of black pepper. Second of all, we have half a teaspoon of chili powder. Third, we have 1 teaspoon of salt, which we reduced from 2 teaspoons. Fourth, we have 2½ teaspoons of cumin. Next, we have 2 teaspoons of paprika, 3 tablespoons of butter, 5 cloves of minced garlic, 1 cup of chopped onions, and 2 cups of dried pinto beans. Yesterday I put the 2 cups of dried pinto beans into a large bowl and covered them with water. After soaking them overnight, this is what it looks like. Next, we are going to drain the beans and rinse them. Put the beans in a large pot and cover generously with fresh water. When it starts to boil, as it is doing now, place the lid on. Let it simmer on a low heat for several hours until it's tender. The beans were cooked for 1 hour and 15 minutes, so they're nice and soft now. We've drained them, but saved some of the liquid, which we may need later. First, heat up a large pot or saucepan on the stove. Then melt your butter or other fat and saute the onions in it. Once the onions are soft and translucent, add the minced garlic and cook for 1 to 2 minutes more. Add the beans. Then stir in the cumin, paprika, salt, chili powder, and black pepper. Bring to a slow simmer and allow it to cook on low heat for 10 to 20 minutes, stirring occasionally. If the mixture is dry, you can add some of the liquid or some milk, and I'm doing both. Once your beans are cooked, it's time to mash them. You can use a potato masher or a fork. Once this is done, you can dish them out and serve it with whatever you would like to eat it with. I am going to use the refried beans to make a Mexican pizza. Here are the ingredients for our Mexican pizza. I doubled the recipe, but this is what you would need if you were just making one recipe. I have ½ pound of ground beef, 1 medium onion, which we diced, a clove of minced garlic, a tablespoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, ½ teaspoon of paprika, ½ teaspoon of black pepper, ½ teaspoon of salt, 1 can or 2 cups of refried beans, 4 flour tortillas, ½ cup of salsa, 1 cup each of shredded Cheddar and Monterey Jack cheese, 2 green onions chopped, 2 tomatoes that are diced, and that's it. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Since this recipe makes 2 pizzas, we're going to grease 2 pie plates. I use grapeseed oil, but you can use any type of oil to grease. Now we're going to place beef, onion, and garlic in a pot over medium heat. We'll cook it until the beef is evenly browned. Once the meat is brown, season it with cumin, chili powder, paprika, salt, and pepper. Lay one tortilla in each greased pie plate and cover with a layer of refried beans. Then spread half of your seasoned ground beef over that. Cover with a second tortilla and set it in the oven to bake for 10 minutes. The pizza has been in the oven for 10 minutes, so now we're going to take it out. We'll cool it off for a little bit. And as you can see, we already made one pizza. So for the ingredients, we'll be just using the rest of them up. This is a pizza that I already cooled. So what we're going to do is we're going to spread the top with salsa and make sure it's around the edges too, so it's not too dry. Then we'll add the cheese, sprinkle it on. And the tomatoes. And last of all, the green onions. Now we're going to put it back into the oven to bake for 5 to 10 minutes. This right here is our finished product. Now you can just cut it. You can use a cake cutter or a pie cutter. And if you'd like, you can put a dollop of sour cream on the top. Now you can enjoy.
It's very yummy, this Mexican pizza. It's very colorful, tasty. I like it. Very nice, yummy.